from South Africa is third. Wayne Mitten is first. From South Africa is P4. Ernest Heather improved his third with a 1:13.619. 2.799 off pole. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is second. Visagi from South Africa is first up 0.10. Wayne Mitten is P6 up 0.18. Dylan Visagi is provisional pole with a 1:10.671. Wayne Mitten improved his P5 with a 1:13.961. 3.290 off pole. Danny van Rooyen is provisional pole with a 1:10.475. Ismail Ali is P8. Ismail Ali improved his P4 with a 1:13.427. 2.952 off pole. Chris Foley is P8 up 21.46. Chris Foley improved his P5 with a 1:13.507. 3.032 off pole. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Ismail Ali is fourth. Ismail Ali improved his P5 with a 1:13.218. 2.743 off pole. Hayate Gelden, who is from South Africa, is 8th. Hayate Gelden, who is improved his P3 with a 1:11.093. 0.618 off pole. Chris Foley is P7 up 0.55. Chris Foley improved his P6 with a 1:12.905. 2.430 off pole. Melvin Gus from Namibia is 4th up 0.29. Melvin Gus improved his P3 with a 110.925. 0.450 off pole. Wayne Mitten is P9. Best lap is a 113.961. 3.486 off pole. Wayne Mitten improved his 9th with a 113.353. 2.878 off pole. Chris Foley from South Africa is P6 up 0.21. Michelle Rust from Namibia is P5 up 0.10. Melvin Gus is P3 up 0.10. To Gelden who is P4 up 0.10. To Gelden who is improved is 4th with a 110.925. 0.450 off pole. Danny van Rooyen is 1st up 0.10. Minutes remaining in the session. Ismail Ali from South Africa is P8. Wayne Mitten is P9 up 0.10. Wayne Mitten improved his P9 with a 113.258. 2.783 off pole. Rust is P5 up 0.24. Chantel de Jager is 10th up 0.56. Ernest Heather is P7 up 0.39. Wayne Mitten from South Africa is P9 up 0.14. Wayne Mitten improved is P8 with a 113.076. 2.601 off pole. Ernest Heather is 7th. Wayne Mitten is P8 up 0.33. Wayne Mitten improved is P6 with a 112.880. 2.405 off pole. Chantel de Jager is P10 up 0.96. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Chantel de Jager improved is P10 with a 116.743. 6.268 off pole. Wayne Mitten from South Africa is 6th. Best lap is a 112.880. 2.405 off pole. Melvin Gus is 3rd. Chris Foley is P7. from the north-northeast. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is P1. Dylan Visage from South Africa is second. Melvin Gus from Namibia is third. Pieter Gelden, who is from South Africa, is fourth. Michelle Rust from Namibia is P5. Wayne Mitten from South Africa is P6. Chris Foley from South Africa is P7. Ernest Heather from South Africa is P8. Ismail Ali from South Africa is 9th. Chantel de Jager from Namibia is 10th. Danny van Rooyen is P1. Race start. Melvin Gus is P2. Dylan Visage is P3. Michelle Rust is P5. Chris Foley is P7. Ernest Heather is P8. Melvin Gus is P3. Best lap is a 1:19.338. 1.167 off the fastest lap. Michelle Rust is P5 battling Pieter Gelden, who is Chris Foley is P7, 0.1 ahead of Ernest Heather. Ernest Heather is 8th, 0.3 behind Chris Foley. Ismail Ali is P9, 0.5 behind Ernest Heather. Melvin Gus is P3, 0.5 behind Dylan Visage. Dylan Visage was 0.7 faster last lap. Jada Villiers exiting pits on mediums. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Michelle Rust is P5, 0.3 behind Pieter Gelden, who is Chris Foley is P7, 0.2 behind Wayne Mitten. Ernest Heather is 8th, 0.3 behind Chris Foley. Melvingus from Namibia is third, 0.3 behind Dylan Visage. Ernest Heather is P7, 0.2 behind Wayne Mitten. Chris Foley is P8, 0.2 behind Ernest Heather. Ismail Ali is 9, 0.4 behind Chris Foley. Melvingus is third, 0.5 behind Dylan Visage. Wayne Mitten is 7th, 0.1 ahead of Chris Foley. Wayne Mitten entering the pits is 9th. Ernest Heather is P7. Ernest Heather lost P8 to Chris Foley. Chris Foley is P8, 4.5 ahead of Chantal de Jager. Chris Foley was 2.9 faster last lap. Chris Foley lost P8 to Chantal de Jager. Melvingus is third, 0.8 ahead of Pieter Gelden who is. Chris Foley on lap 5 is P10, 0.6 behind Ernest Heather. Wayne Mitten is P7, 3.8 behind Ismail Ali. Ismail Ali was 4.2 faster last lap. Chantal de Jager is P8, 0.6 behind Wayne Mitten. Chantal de Jager was 1.7 faster last lap. Melvingus is third, 0.6 behind Dylan Visage. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Chris Foley is P10, 1.2 behind Ernest Heather. Melvingus from Namibia is P3, 0.5 behind Dylan Visage. Ernest Heather is P9, 0.6 behind Chantal de Jager. Chantal de Jager is 9th, battling Ernest Heather. Chantal de Jager lost P9 to Chris Foley. Melvin Gus is 3rd, 0.5 behind Dylan Visagie. Chris Foley is P9, 0.8 behind Ernest Heather. Melvin Gus is 3rd, 0.3 behind Dylan Visagie. Chris Foley on lap 9 is 9th, 1.0 behind Ernest Heather. Ernest Heather was 0.5 faster last lap. Melvin Gus is 3rd, 0.2 behind Dylan Visagie. Chris Foley on lap 9 is P9, 2.1 behind Ernest Heather. Melvin Gus on lap 10 is 3rd, 0.4 behind Dylan Visagie. Best lap is a 1:13.191. 2.573 off the fastest lap. Melvin Gus is 3rd, 0.4 behind Dylan Visagie. Dylan Visagie is P2, 0.5 ahead of Melvin Gus. Five minutes remaining in the session. Melvin Gus is 3rd, 0.8 behind Dylan Visagie. Dylan Visagie on lap 12 is P2, 0.9 ahead of Melvin Gus. second, 1.1 ahead of Melvingus. Melvingus is third, 1.0 behind Dylan Visagi. Chantal de Jager entering the pits is sixth. Dylan Visagi is second, 1.2 ahead of Melvingus. Melvingus on lap 14 is P3, 1.3 behind Dylan Visagi. Chantal de Jager exiting pits. Dylan Visagi is P2, 0.5 behind Danny van Ruyen. Melvingus on lap 15 is third, 1.3 behind Dylan Visagi. Dylan Visagi is P2, 0.4 behind Danny van Ruyen. Melvingus is P3, 1.1 behind Dylan Visagi. Dylan Visagi is second, 0.1 behind Danny van Ruyen. Wayne Mitten is P7, 1.4 behind Ismail Ali. Dylan Visagi is second, 0.1 behind Danny van Ruyen. Kevin Krause entering the pits is 12th. Wayne Mitten is P7, 1.1 behind Ismail Ali. Dylan Visagi on lap 17 is second, 0.2 behind Danny van Ruyen. The leader has just finished the race. Danny Van Ruyen finished P1. Dylan Visagi finished P2. Melvin Gus finished 3rd. Pieter Gelden who is finished P4. Michelle Rust finished 5th. Chris Foley finished P9. Chantel de Jager finished P10. Jada Vilias from South Africa finished 11th. Ismail Ali finished 6th. Wayne Mitten finished 7th. Ernest Heather finished 8th. The wind speed is 5 km/h from the northeast. Jada Vilias from South Africa is first. Chantel de Jager from Namibia is P2. Chris Foley from South Africa is P3. Ernest Heather is P4. Wayne Mitten is P5. Ismail Ali is 6th. Michelle Rust is P7. Pieter Gelden who is 8th. Melvin Gus is 9th. Dylan Visage is P10. Danny Van Ruyen is 11th. Kevin Krause is P12. Jada Villiers is 1st. Race start. Ernest Heather from South Africa is P3. Michelle Rust from Namibia is P5. Wayne Mitten from South Africa is P5. Melvin Gus from Namibia is 6th. Melvin Gus is now 5th. Chris Foley is 5th. Dylan Visage from South Africa is P7, 0.4 behind Chris Foley. Dylan Visage passed Chris Foley for P6. Chris Foley is P7. Best lap is a 1:23.032. 3.048 of the fastest lap. Pieter Gelden who is from South Africa is P8, 0.3 behind Chris Foley. Ismail Ali from South Africa is 10th. Best lap is a 1:24.954. 4.970 of the fastest lap. On lap 2 is P4, 0.3 behind Melvin Gus. Ernest Heather is P6, 0.4 behind Dylan Visage. Minutes remaining in the session. Danny Van Ruyen is 3rd, 0.3 ahead of Michelle Rust. Michelle Rust is 4th, 0.2 ahead of Dylan Visage. Visage is 5th, 0.2 behind Michelle Rust. Jada Villiers is P2, 0.2 behind Melvin Gus. Danny Van Ruyen is P3, 0.2 behind Jada Villiers. Danny Van Ruyen was 0.9 faster last lap. Danny Van Ruyen passed Jada Villiers for 2nd. Dylan Visage from South Africa is 5th, 0.2 behind Michel Rust. Dylan Visage was 0.8 faster last lap. Wayne Mitten is P9, 0.6 behind Chris Foley. Dylan Visage is 4th, 0.3 ahead of Michel Rust. Jada Villiers is 4th, 0.2 behind Dylan Visage. Jada Villiers lost 5th to Pieter Geldenhuys. Wayne Mitten is P9. Best lap is a 1:13.259. 2.533 off the fastest lap. Jada Villiers is 6th, 0.5 behind Pieter Geldenhuys. Wayne Mitten is P9, 0.3 ahead of Ismail Ali. Ismail Ali is 10th. Pieter Geldenhuys is 5th, 0.6 behind Michel Rust. Wayne Mitten is 9th, 0.5 behind Chris Foley. Pieter Geldenhuys from South Africa is 5th, 0.5 behind Michel Rust. Wayne Mitten on lap 6 is P9, 0.2 behind Chris Foley. Ismail Ali is 10th, 0.2 behind Wayne Mitten. Pieter Geldenhuys is 5th, 0.6 behind Michel Rust. Chris Foley is P9 battling Wayne Mitten. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Ismail Ali is 10th, 0.5 behind Chris Foley. Pieter Geldenhuys is P5. Ismail Ali is P10, 0.1 behind Chris Foley. Chris Foley is 10th battling Ismail Ali. Chris Foley passed Ismail Ali for 9th. Ismail Ali is 10th, 0.1 behind Chris Foley. P5, 0.6 behind Michelle Rust. Ismail Ali is P10, 0.4 behind Chris Foley. To Gelden, who is P5, 0.5 behind Michelle Rust. Ismail Ali is 10th, 0.6 behind Chris Foley. Chris Foley is 9th, 0.9 behind Wayne Witten. Chris Foley is now 8th. Ismail Ali is 9th, 0.6 behind Chris Foley. From South Africa on lap 9 is P12. Ismail Ali is 9th, 0.3 behind Chris Foley. Chantel de Jager is P11. Ismail Ali is 9th, 0.6 behind Chris Foley. Minutes remaining in the session. Kevin Krause entering the pits is 11th. Dylan Visage from South Africa is P3, 1.3 behind Danny van Rooyen. Melvin Gus is P2, 2.3 ahead of Danny van Rooyen. Melvin Gus is now P1. Ismail Ali is 9th, 0.9 behind Chris Foley. Michelle Rust is P6, 0.1 behind Jada Villiers. Ismail Ali is 9th. Michelle Rust on lap 13 is 6th, 0.6 behind Jada Vilayas. Ismail Ali from South Africa is 9th, 0.2 behind Chris Foley. Ismail Ali was 0.8 faster last lap. Michelle Rust is P6, 0.4 behind Jada Vilayas. Jada Vilayas was 11.3 faster last lap. Michelle Rust passed Jada Vilayas for P5. Chris Foley is P9. Jada Vilayas on lap 14 is 6th, 0.8 behind Michelle Rust. Michelle Rust was 1.4 faster last lap. Dylan Visagi is P3, 1.4 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Danny Van Ruyen is 2nd. Best lap is a 1:10.628. 0.291 of the fastest lap. Dylan Visagi is P3, 0.8 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Melvin Gus is P2, 0.1 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Danny Van Ruyen was 1.6 faster last lap. Dylan Visagi is P3, 0.5 behind Melvin Gus. Dylan Visagi was 2.0 faster last lap. Melvin Gus is P2, 0.4 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Dylan Visagi is 3rd, 0.3 behind Melvin Gus. Melvin Gus is P2, 0.1 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Dylan Visagi is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:10.483. 0.146 of the fastest lap. Melvin Vinges is second, 0.1 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Mel Vinges lost second to Dylan Visagi. Wayne Mitten is P11, 0.1 behind Chantel de Jager. The leader has just finished the race. Danny Van Ruyen finished P1. Dylan Visagi finished P2. Chris Foley finished 9th. Michelle Rust finished 3rd. Mel Vinges finished P4. Pieter Gelden who is finished 5th. Jada Villiers finished P6. Ernest Heather finished 7th. Ismail Ali finished 8th. Wayne Mitten finished P10. Chantel de Jager finished P11. Kevin Krause finished 12th.